question. So this question's about brushing teeth. So this specific student would tantrum every time that it was time to brush their teeth. And in doing it at either school or the provider, whoever was asking the question, they when they tried to do it and it wasn't the parent, the student would engage in like biting the toothbrush and like really resisted, would try to like move their hand away, really didn't want to allow that process to happen. So this type of thing to me looks like a desensitization situation where the student needs to be reinforced in very small bits in like a forward chaining process. So you want to start with, breaking down that task into much smaller tasks. So is the first step, just taking out the toothbrush? And what happens when they just take out the toothbrush? The next step might be the student tolerates opening their mouth to let the toothbrush in. And then you start with the first step and you reinforce them performing that first step without any challenging behavior, and it ends. So the reinforcement is also that this ends and it's all done. So if they can just tolerate you holding up the toothbrush, tangible reinforcement, and the task is done. They're going to have pretty dirty teeth for a little while. Or maybe like you do this at a separate time, keep brushing their teeth or using mouthwash or whatever, but like during their scheduled teaching time, they're learning that desensitization to the toothbrush, or use a different toothbrush, use a different bathroom, things like that.
The other thing, I'm going to cut you off there, Shira. So usually when we're the teacher, we're coming in, we're teaching the toothbrushing, but parents come in and they just need to get it done, right? So, in terms of that, having the parents still go in, do a full physical, or if the parents need to hold down their child to brush their teeth, and that's what the parents feel comfortable doing and they're doing it already, let them do that as long as the child is safe, obviously, and you continue your teaching so that you're not paired ever with that whole thing that's going on in the bathroom with the parents.
Mm-hmm. And we've had students that they could totally discriminate. Like we've had a student who the parents said they will never let us cut their nails. And every time they had to cut their nails, they literally had to give them like medication to like make them like almost sedate, like more relaxed, because they would not tolerate it.
Or cut their nails when they were asleep instead or something.
Yeah, at school, like using this process of desensitization, we got them to the point where like he was like, I'll take a manicure now. He loved it. He was like, the IT, they had a great relationship and she got him to be cutting his nails, and it was like they were just blown away. So they can discriminate between the two environments because they know what the expectations are in the two. But do it slowly and forward chain. And sometimes what happens frequently also when people want to forward chain something is like they want to push them forward because, they did so well. Like, I don't want to end it because it's going so well. And he tolerated opening his mouth. So I'm just going to stick it in there and just try it. Be very careful about not doing that because A, you're going to lose a lot of trust, and B, like we really want it to be so positive and you just want to build on the positive. You don't want the task to end because of challenging behavior. You want the task to always end on a good note. So be very careful about doing it slowly and not, going too quickly through those steps so that it could just, building on that positivity.